Okay. Hi everyone. I'm just gonna immediately address, yes, okay, my dog wants to be part of this. I'm just gonna let her do it. Say hi. Are you gonna be nice? I need you to be behaved. She's a Gemini. She doesn't follow rules. Before we even get into anything, I just want to immediately address something that you probably have immediately started to think about. Yes, my hair is shorter. No, I am not okay with it. Yes, I've had several breakdowns. No, I will never get over it. I went against my better judgment in terms of getting a haircut, or what was supposed to be a trim during Mercury retrograde, and obviously there was a miscommunication because now I'm bald. But it's fine, you know, they say that anything below your chin is 2 years old, and so when you cut your hair, you're releasing old wounds and stuff. So they're gone, I guess. That's fine. That's one way to do it. But anyway, before I get into the contents of this video, I just wanted to immediately say how grateful that I've been for every message, every new subscriber, every person who has reached out saying that, you know, the stuff I've been putting out has been resonating, or that you've looked at me for any sort of guidance at all. It means the absolute world, and I just want to say that if I ever come off as like not overtly appreciative or grateful, that is not the case. It means the absolute world to me that anyone on this planet is listening to me willingly. So thank you so much. I turn 25 on February 5th, so I've been very nostalgic these days and just thinking about how what I've been doing has grown to where it's at, and where it's going to go is just making me really just, oh, there's a lot of feelings. So in light of me turning 25, I wanted to make this video kind of sharing some spiritual lessons and also just like life lessons that I've learned in these 25 years of being overwhelmingly self-aware and confused and lost and found again and all of the things. And before I share these lessons, I want to preface not only just this video, but like anything that I put out, I want to immediately make clear that though I am a certified spiritual counselor, I never ever want any of my content to come off as, you know, me acting as if I know, acting as if I've had life figured out, or that I'm coming from any sort of place of superiority. I think that a lot of people who take leadership roles in the world of New Age tend to embody this like egoic false prophet narrative, and that is not the case at all. I am just as confused as everyone else. I have just, you know, been introspective enough to find out what helps. I've studied the cosmos and I know how to work alongside them, and I simply just want to share that with everyone else because it would be selfish not to. But otherwise, the things that I'm going to share today are absolutely conducive to like a better life, but don't think that I live by these 24/7. It takes a lot for me. I strive to, I do my best to, but I'm also like very human and very fallible and all of the things. So yes. And one last thing before I stop blabbering. This is one of my color healing teas, and in spirit of my 25th birthday, I have a 30% off discount if you do want to purchase this one or any of them. The link will be in the bio. The discount code is, I haven't made it yet, but I'm assuming it'll be birthday. If it's something else, it'll be in the bio, but like, it's probably birthday. If you want to, like I said, get a tea, support, they're Reiki infused, they're made with a lot of love, and they really help promote the idea of color healing and how you can implement and work alongside the universe and embody it and incorporate it and all of the things. So anyway, the moment that maybe a few of you have been waiting for, here are 25 lessons that I have learned in my 25 years on this planet that you can incorporate into your life, or just jot down, or be pensive of for a couple seconds and then like click away to like some David Dobrik video. Whatever your mojo is, no judgment here. Being obsessed with healing will disconnect you from who you currently are and place conditioning on when you deserve to be valued. Not every passion has to be monetized. Intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation. Not everything needs to be a decision. Not everything needs to have some sort of finality to it. Life is malleable, choice is malleable. You are allowed and free to change your mind. Don't be so stuck to narratives that you've written for yourself. It's okay to pivot. That's me, I'm talking to myself here. If you're chasing an idealized relationship or career or like version of yourself, you are constantly going to be in a state of chasing. Doing does not equate to living. Peace lies in simplicity. I think a lot of times we fill up our schedules and our days and our lives with things and tasks to make us feel like we're productive and worthy, and sometimes that kind of disconnects us from what actually being alive means or is meant to mean. You are not obligated to answer every text or every call or even every opportunity. You don't need to always be on. You can be off, you can hibernate, you can say no. You don't have to do anything in order to find your purpose. Your purpose is honestly to be, and within being and being okay with who you are and expressing that, you'll find what you want to do and you'll find what you're meant to do. Happiness cannot be forced, nor is it the only emotion that we should strive to feel. I think putting happiness on a pedestal demonizes the wide spectrum of emotion that make us human. We long and miss our childhoods because we lived colorfully and present and free, and we were not bound by advancement or achievement. And if you really do find yourself in a state of longing for your childhood, or you're constantly nostalgic, maybe if we incorporate more of that way of living into our adult waking lives, we won't feel so disconnected from our childhoods. Life is not about becoming who you were meant to be. It is about creating who you choose to be. I'm gonna just let that one sink in, child. It's okay to feel great, and it's okay to feel not great, and then it's okay to feel great again. Honestly, the blessing is that you even are alive to feel at all. It's important to challenge the capitalistic, the patriarchal, and the archaic ideologies that you may not even realize you are abiding by. Don't waste a fucking second not doing what makes you happy. I can't stress it enough. Do what makes you happy all the time. As long as it isn't hurting anyone else, as long as it isn't acting in a way that compromises any other human being, just do what makes you happy. Thinking too much takes away from being, and being is the whole fucking point. I think sometimes when we're faced with certain chapters or decisions in our lives, we want to think our way through them and, sort of be in this state of decisiveness through logic. And sometimes things are meant to be felt through, and sometimes the best answers come when you are not thinking about them and when you're just existing. And they'll show up in messages, they'll show up in knowings, they'll show up clearer than they ever would have if you're trying to squeeze them out of life. It is within our acts of bravery that we are molded. Playing it safe denies us challenge, and the denial of challenge keeps us stagnant. So just do it, bro. Life becomes magical when you decide it does. And this one was a really life and soul shifting one for me to realize. I think when you decide that everything is beautiful and meaningful and special and symbolic and somehow all spokes of a grander scheme, I don't know, life becomes a lot more playful. Love should not be planned or decided on. It should be organic, it should find you, and it should be all encompassing. I think that sometimes because we want to be in relationships or we want to be in love, we'll kind of decide on it, or we'll rule it through compatibility and data, when in reality, if you just kind of feel your way through it, it'll find you better than you could have ever formulated it. I hope that makes sense. That was something that was very specific to my life journey. Not everything can be thought through. Some things call for emotions to lead. I know I kind of touched on that concept already, but I think it's a really important one. Sometimes we run away from our own emotions, and anything that you feel is letting you know something. Sometimes our brains cannot tell us what our gut instinct can. If you honor your truth and you allow your intuition to be your compass, you will never be led astray. If you communicate with the universe will communicate with you. That is that is the foundation of my entire practice. There is something out there greater and grander than us, and it is within us and around us, and as long as we open up that line of communication and we are attentive and intentional, we'll be guided, truthfully. Mastering the mind is mastering self, and mastering perception is mastering experience. Period. The joy that is worth having does not always come easy, but it tastes so much better than the joy that is conditioned and instantaneous and fleeting that joy is stale, and it's rooted in external and material, and yeah. Everything is frequency, everything is energetic exchange. You simply have to embody and be what you desire. That's it. That's honestly the secret to life. And you can just be a magnet to anything that you desire as long as you embody whatever that energy is, because everything, like I said, is energetic exchange, and what you are seeking will find you much more easily than anything else if it's able to recognize itself in your mirror. So just be what you want. If you want a relationship that's full of love and health and security, be healthy, love yourself, feel secure in what you're doing, and it'll find you. And lastly, you are your own best counsel. I have never been one to really seek out advice from others, though, and there's a middle ground with that. I think if you have a team of people around you, or you have, mentors or guides throughout your life, I think that is really, really helpful. And I definitely have a lot of mentors and guides, but I say that to say that there's ever a decision that I'm being faced with, and big and small, whether I'm shopping or whether I'm deciding on like a big career move, I typically consult with myself. If I really do feel like I need to seek out, opinion externally, I'll kind of use it to season my perspective, but I won't let it guide me. I think it's really important that if you are overly reliant on what other people think or what other people are advising you to do, you're disconnected from your intuition, you're disconnected from your gut, because you always know what's best for you. And even if you think that your mind is in overdrive or you're not finding clarity, if you just embrace a period of stillness and communicate with the universe and with your guides and with your team of angels, you will figure it out quite easily. And I hope that was 25. When I edit this, I'll see if maybe it was actually like 24 or 26. But those were the 25 things that I have learned along my journey that I thought I would be in service of sharing. So I hope that they resonated with you, and I hope that you journal on them a little bit, write some affirmations according to them, and just live a life more intentional with that. I'm so bad at finishing sentences, I realize that. And yeah, on some like vulnerable Drake, the moon is in Scorpio shit, I have all week just been panicking about turning 25. The like quarter life crisis has really just hit me. There's a fly. And today I've allowed myself to feel okay. I've allowed myself to not be attached to what I thought I was supposed to have at 25, and allow myself to root myself in the belief that wherever I am at 25 is exactly where I'm meant to be, and that I am following my own lead and honoring what I believe my purpose to be, and that is all that truly matters. So I am so grateful for all of you that have joined me on this journey. I could not be more grateful. And yeah, my hair is short. I can't get over it. Yeah, once again, the teas will be in the bio. Feel free to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at JasmineKylene, or visit LolitaLuna.tv for more conscious content, or if you ever want to book a one-on-one with me. And yeah, I hope that you are well. I'm sending you all my love and strength. You are amazing and worth it, and the fucking universe embodied. So act accordingly. Bye.